If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up. Hello everyone, and welcome to Crypto Night, the crypto investor channel. I'm Boris, so let's dive in. Today we are with Colton. How you doing, Colton?
I'm doing great, Boris. How are you?
Good. We're going to be looking at Nexo, some of the changes that have happened recently, and what does that mean for you?
Yeah. To start off, Boris, some people don't even know what Nexo is. So what is Nexo?
So Nexo is a platform that allows you to mainly do staking. I mean, you can, do some exchange as well. You can buy crypto there. But the main thing that people have used Nexo for is, one, to either get a loan. So they would deposit some of their crypto in Nexo and get a loan. Or they would also go to Nexo to stake their coins and get some rewards. So Nexo offers actually some pretty good rates, decent rates for a lot of the different coins. That's what they're mainly used for, is borrowing or staking coins.
Yes, sir. That makes sense. And as you stated, there's been a big update to Nexo. What are the pros and cons of these updates?
So what they have changed is this, because they're trying to make their coin go a lot higher, and it's called the Nexo token. They've done a few things. One, they are buying back some of their Nexo token. I believe it's to the tune of about $100 million. So they're buying back some of their coins to make the coin go up. And second of all, you used to be pretty much unlimited staking on Nexo. So you could deposit whatever, $100,000, $1 million, $10 million. And the more Nexo token you had, the more you would go up in the different tiers. They have the basic, the silver, the gold, and the platinum. And the higher you level, the better the rewards. So the rewards would go up pretty much from 4% on most tokens with the basic, something like 425 with silver, 5 with gold, and then 6%, if you were platinum. So that was good because, okay, they make you buy some of their token, to go up in the percentage. But if you didn't want to do that, that was fine too. And you would get, 4% on what you staked. As of December 1st, they changed the way it works. And now, if you are basic or if you are silver or gold, basically the amount that you can stake is very, very limited. It's only up to about $50,000 for silver, $75,000 for gold. And if you're platinum, then you can go up to $10 million, But there's a big difference between even gold and silver. And the problem is that to be in the platinum level, that takes quite a bit of Nexo token because it's based on a ratio between what you have and the number of Nexo you have. So you need to have more than 10% of your token, more than 10% of all your tokens need to be Nexo tokens if you want to be platinum level. So if you have, let's say you have a pretty decent portfolio, let's say $1 million. Well, you're going to have at least $100,000 worth of Nexo tokens to be able to get to the platinum level. Otherwise, if you deposit $1 million, they're only going to give it to you, for that up to $75,000. Those are going to be staked, and the rest is just going to be sitting there doing nothing. So to me, that's definitely a major drawback on Nexo that used to be great because there was no limit of any kind. And now with that limit, that either forces you to buy a lot more Nexo tokens, or that makes you just move on from Nexo and go to another platform like Celsius or whatever. So that was one of the main things. Now they did introduce a nice thing is now they have 7% on the Nexo token, so they will pay you 7% for the staking. Now the other good thing that happened recently, it happened about 2 months ago, something like that. They went from staking rewards being distributed maybe once, I think it was either once a week or once a month. Now it's distributed daily. So at least that's nice. They pay you the what you're staking on a daily basis. The other thing that's nice is even with the basic level, they allow you to have at least one withdrawal of crypto for free once a month. So that's great, especially if you are withdrawing, let's say, some Ethereum or something that usually costs quite a bit of money to move around. So they give you one of those, withdrawal for free if you basic. They give you 2 if you silver, 3 if you gold, and then 5 if you are platinum. And the other thing that's nice is they've added some new coins. So recently, in the past few weeks, they've added Solana, Avalanche, Polygon, and Terra. And what they've done, especially for Avalanche and Polygon, they actually upped the reward fees. So on Avalanche, you're getting 17%, and on Polygon, you're now getting 20% on the rewards. So they have, it's basically a mix. There's some new stuff that are not that great. There are some new stuff that are pretty nice. And also on the loans that they offer, their rates is actually somewhat high, I would say. It's on the higher side of what you can find out there. So to give you an example, right now, if you are just a basic level, you want to borrow money against your crypto, you're going to pay almost 14% on that loan. Now, the good thing about Nexo, you can pretty much reimburse at any time. There is no set time on when you should reimburse them. It's just that you're paying 14% interest, and at any time you can say, "I'm done. I don't need the money. Here, let me reimburse you," and you get your reimburse your loan, and the interest stops right there. You're done. And so the cool thing is, it's great if you need a short-term loan, and you like the others like Celsius or BlockFi or whatever, they minimum want 6 months that you have to borrow the money, but they give you much better rates. That's the thing as well. Celsius, most people can get 1%, to borrow.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, sir.
But they did introduce, that's one of the new things on Nexo, they now introduced a low, interest rate. The low interest rate comes with a few conditions. The main condition being that it is a low LTV, loan to value, to get that low rate, meaning that you're putting a lot of collateral to get the loan. And it's usually in like the I forgot the numbers, like 20%, meaning 80%, loan to value, which means that, on $1 million, the most they would loan you is $200,000. So they're not taking really much of a risk because it is very low. And in that case, you can get a 1.9% if you gold, and you can get 0% if you're platinum. The loan is actually free if you're platinum. So they're really pushing you to be platinum. I mean, that's what the end of the story is with Nexo. Is they really push you, to be a platinum. So that's, like I said, some pros and some cons, and not everybody is in the same situation, and not everybody is going to look at the way the new Nexo works, as with the same eye, because they're going some people are going to be like, oh, it's much better than it used to be. Some other people are going to be like, oh, it's not definitely not as good as it used to be. It's just that things have changed. They mainly justify those changes, which I can understand, that they want to be sustainable. They don't want to say, oh yeah, we're doing all those rates and we're doing this, we're doing that, and then 6 months down the line, sorry, we gotta stop everything because we're running out of money or something. So they said, to be sustainable, we have to make those changes so that our platform is sustainable over time, and we'll be able to keep on offering the same thing for a long time, not forever, but at least for long time.
Mm-hmm. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, Boris, but what I read online too is that Nexo actually partnered with a ledger and now is ensuring people who are part of Nexo that it's only right now, I believe, 150 mil their insurance policy, but 2022 they want to bump it to $1 billion because of the growth with Nexo and the crypto market. Is that something that was part of this new update, or is this something different?
Yeah, no, of course. All those platforms, everybody says, not your crypto, if you're leaving money on an exchange, it's not your crypto because it's sitting on an exchange and all that stuff. So some people get scared. Plus, we've seen several attacks over the past, months, years. I mean, it's been many years, that we see regularly an exchange being attacked, and $60 million of tokens stolen from the clients, and another $20 million over there stole from some of the clients, and another exchange attack and they lost $120 million, so on and so forth. So of course, exchanges, because they want you to stake on their platform, they're trying to make it safer and safer. So several of them, Coinbase, Swissborg, Nexo, and some others, they're saying like, okay guys, if you leave the money on our exchange, don't worry, we have an insurance policy of a lot of money. So first of all, of course, on the security side, we're doing a lot of things to make sure that we don't get attacked and that nothing ever gets stolen. But if by any chance anything happens and anything gets stolen, don't worry, we have that insurance policy. We'll be able to reimburse you. And we've seen Coinbase, for instance, having some issue recently and reimbursing the clients that had money stolen from their wallets. So I think that's something we're going to see more and more, and we're going to see those insurance policies go up and up in numbers, because of course, as the numbers in cryptocurrencies are growing, what used to be good, let's say $100 million insurance policy, might not be enough, a few years from now. If the market keeps on growing and the total value of everything keeps on growing, people will be like, well, $100 million is nothing. You need a much bigger insurance policy. So
no, you're 100% right, because it was 150 million this year and they're bumping it to $1 billion in 2022, started Q1. So it is a big difference. They had 150 mil for this year. It grew so much that they're moving it to $1 billion now. So yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's what we'll see more and more, because of course there are some hardcore people out there that says, I will never leave a single coin on an exchange. Every time I buy on the exchange, immediately I transfer it to my private wallet. And then you have some people that are like, well, it's too bad, because I'm getting some good returns with an Nexo, with a Celsius, with a Binance or whoever. And I'm okay leaving the coins on the exchange, if you're telling me that it's pretty secure and that on the top of that you have an insurance policy. And of course, the exchange, they much rather have more people leaving the money on the exchange, because that helps them, also grow. And there are many tokenomics that they're using to grow with it. So that's why they're going to be doing that type of insurance. We're going to see it more and more implemented.
Yes, sir. And from my side, Boris, that's all I really have on Nexo. If you'd like to add anything, feel free. But thank you again for explaining that to me today.
Sure. So Those changes, yeah, they're going to change for some people. Some people are going to find them better. Some people are going to find them not as good as they used to be. I guess it depends on everyone's situation, you know. It's very difficult to say that a platform is great or it's not good because everybody's situation might be different. People are not playing with the same amounts of money. Some people don't have the same uh, uh, the same time frame that they're working with as far as the returns that they want to see. So there are many moving parts in making a decision to invest or not invest in those platforms. So depending on your situation, look a little bit around. You know, like I said, there are other platforms like Celsius, like BlockFi, like Voyager does a lot of great things. Binance has a lot of staking as well. So you got to compare and see, depending on the coins you have, the amounts that you have, the rules and regulations, because they all have different rules, different regulations. You know, the cool thing as well with Nexo is that whenever you stake, and that has remained the same, they haven't changed that, so that's not changing, is the ability to send those coins at any time. They are not locked. Now, they do have a lock mechanism if you want to get an extra 1% and you lock it for 1 month, but you don't have to do that. So it's just if you decide to get an extra 1%. So those are the cool things that you can investigate and see which of those platforms, if you want to stake. Some people don't want to stake because they say it's too risky. You know, I don't want to ever the exchange being attacked and then they don't reimburse my money. At least I know my money is on my private wallet, so I'm keeping it there. Fine, that's fine too. You know, I mean, like I said, everybody's different, and people have different risk tolerance. You know, they don't tolerate the risks the same. But do investigate the different options out there because they really come in a lot of different flavors. So it's exactly like, you know, whenever you want to do investments, you know, you can put money in CDs, you can put money in savings account, you could put money on the stock market, you could put money in life insurance, and they all have a lot of different rules, regulations, things that come with it. And you need to decide which one makes the most sense for you. So that's you know, it takes a little bit of research. You have to do a little bit of research before using those platforms.
And personally, you know, from my side, I chose Celsius, and Celsius has been great with the rewards. It's more than my bank personally. I made more in interest this past 3 months than I have in my entire year with Wells Fargo. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind too when looking at these as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. And for those that are in for, let's say, multiple years, they say, you know what, I'm buying those cryptos today, but my plan is to keep them at least for 3 to 5 years to really see some really nice returns. Well, why not grow them, you know, like you say, on the Celsius or on Nexo or some other platform? Because all those platforms, they can pay you usually in the token you're staking. So if you're staking Cardano, you're going to be paid in Cardano, which means that over the next 5 years, you're going to be accumulating even more and more Cardanos without doing anything. And at the end, you know, you're like, okay, not only the price of Cardano went way up, but on the top of it, I got more because I staked them in Celsius. So now I have like 15% more, 20% more Cardanos than I had 4 or 5 years ago. So all that is pretty much free money.
Yeah, I wake up every Sunday morning to a notification from Celsius, and like I said, it's more than my interest I make through my bank personally. So, you know, it's great to see.
Yeah. So we hope this video helps. Thank you, Colton. Thank you, everyone. We look forward to see you on the next video of Kryptonite. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. And if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.